What is up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back here with another album reaction video, and today we are going to be listening to Imagine by John Lennon. So, John Lennon is one of my favorite artists. He's definitely one of my favorite Beatles. He what he contributes to the Beatles is just heat uh, every time. Like, I think a lot of his ideas were definitely creative and uh, more unique than some of the other Beatles, most of the other Beatles. Um, I'd say he was the most unique person in the band. Um, and I really like his voice too. I mean, a lot of people like his voice. I like his lyrics too. I think he definitely speaks about important topics, important political stuff sometimes too. But yeah, I've already listened to Plastic Ono Band. Unfortunately, if I hadn't listened to that already, I would have started with Plastic Ono Band. But since I've already listened to it, I just decided to go on to Imagine. Um, and then maybe I will continue his discography from there. But yeah, uh, Plastic Ono Band is great. I mean, even though the instrumentation isn't the most, what's the word, complex, I guess, it's still very solid. Like, my favorite tracks off of there would be like Working Class Hero, Isolation, Love, and God. Those are some really good tracks. And yeah, I was interested if you guys would want me to listen to his album after this one called Sometime in New York City, because I've heard that one is really political, or if I should skip to Mind Games, or another album like Double Fantasy. I don't know. Let me know. But yeah, let's let's look at the album cover here. Pretty cool album cover, simple but effective. I really like it. I could read this annotation here. It said it was taken by Yoko as a Polaroid. He said it's fantastic. So yeah, let's look at the annotation here. By the way, I know the these annotations aren't factual. I know that they're just people's interpretations. But I like reading them anyway because it gives me a little bit more context than I wouldn't have known if I didn't have um, these annotations. Sometimes it gives some really useful information. Actually, most of the time it gives some useful information. But yeah, some of the annotations for the lyrics can definitely be off and not be true to what the artist may have originally intended. So just letting that out there, letting that be known. Um, After the primal scream therapy of Plastic Ono Band, John Lennon softened up and opened up on his second solo album. He softened up. Interesting. There is still the stinging give me some truth, and Lennon's evisceration of Paul McCartney, How Do You Sleep, both featuring George Harrison on the guitar. Interesting. I didn't know George Harrison was on this album. And apparently, this album was also produced by Phil Spector, which I thought was interesting. Produced by John Lennon, Phil Spector, and Yoko Ono. Yeah, and I wanted to point that out because I know that Phil Spector helped polish and finish produce Let It Be, and then I know that he also produced All Things Must Pass by George Harrison. So I wonder if this is going to be like his sound wall of sound production style, or if it's going to be more laid back. I think it's going to be more towards the latter. I think it's going to be more laid back, but who knows? Because I've heard a little bit of Imagine before, but I haven't heard it like fully at all, and it's been years since I've heard it. Um, but yeah, there, but there is also the aching soul of John Lennon and the irresistible vulnerability of Oh Yoko. Imagine is self consciously luminescent, pointedly embraceable, the sound of cynicism melting. Lennon said of the title track, anti religious, anti nationalistic, anti conventional, anti capitalistic. But because it is sugar coated, it is accepted. Now I understand what you have to do. Put your political message across with a little honey. Hmm. Interesting. That is an interesting quote. Wow. So, political songs and political messages aren't typically fully liked by the public. Like, there's always going to be those people that are just going to want to the music to stay separate from politics. And what he's saying here is that he's kind of mixing the hiding the politics, the political message in with the, I don't know, with a little honey, like with the traditional, traditional John Lennon that people know and love, and the poppy, the poppy John Lennon, maybe, I don't know. This is just a guess. I don't know because I haven't even listened to it. Like, I'm not trying to act like I'm an expert or anything. Like, I'm really not. I'm just trying to. Anyway, um, yeah, let's go to track number one, Imagine. Um, that's kind of a long intro, but let's go. That, wow. Oh, yeah, I forgot how good this piano is.
Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us.
The mixing's pretty clear.
Only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no countries.
Wow. Oh, I didn't know there were strings in here.
Nothing to kill or die for. And no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may
This
no
piano
possession.
is. Dude, he's so good at piano.
I wonder if you can.
If this is him playing piano, I think it is.
No need for greed or hunger, or brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one.
That is so good.
I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one.
Someday you'll join us. Those strings were mixed perfectly, and yeah, I that was definitely not like the wall of sound type productions on All Things Must Pass. Um, Definitely way laid back, way more laid back. And John Lennon's voice was very smooth, very calm, and fit the tempo and the vibe of the song very well. Um, I don't think. Oh wait, no, there was drums in there. Was there? Yeah, I think there was drums in there. I was gonna say I think there. I thought there was no drums in there, but anyway. Let's go through a little bit of the lyrics. I mean, I'm not gonna go like into full detail or like full analysis or anything, but I'll go through. I mean, it's not too many. Imagine there's no heaven, it's easy if you try. No hell below us, above us, only sky. Okay. Imagine, so he's saying, imagine if there's no heaven or no hell. In Jeffrey, is that how you say that? Jeffrey Giuliano's work, Lennon in America, John Lennon claimed that imagine is. Yeah, I already read that. The opening line, calling to mind images of blasphemy, asks the listener to take a moment to think about a world where nobody believes in heaven or hell. At first, religion minds may be appalled by the statement, but delving deeper, especially in further lines, we find the meat of Lennon's thoughts. Is he saying like religion actually divides us? Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for. And no religion, too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You. In the previous line, Lennon asks us to imagine a world without the belief in heaven or hell. Here he further explicits the verse. Explicit? I don't know if that's how you say that. Asking us to also imagine a world without countries and religion. True, if there were no countries, then technically there would be maybe a lot less wars, now that I think about it. Maybe that's true, I don't know. In other words, he's asking us to imagine a world where there are no antiquated doctrines to die for, no dogma of generations long gone to blindly support, no wars fought in the name of people that we've never seen or met, and thus no heaven or hell to believe that we're working towards. He is asking us to spread love just for the sake of love. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. Obviously, not everyone is willing to accept John's message of peace, especially at the time the song came out deep in the heart of the Vietnam War. However, John responds to this by saying he's not the only one who feels this way. I hope someday you'll join us and the world will be as one. Imagine no possessions, I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger, a brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. When you destroy a need for material goods, you also eradicate any need for greed, and in turn, war and suffering. This is a lot. There is no desire to hoard and hide things that are of no value, and in turn, all people can share in a beautiful utopia. Obviously, as Lennon notes earlier, not everyone is ready to accept this message, and thus we continue to have war and suffering. The antithesis of A Call to Arms, John Lennon's Imagine, is one of the most beautiful and awe-inspiring songs of all time. Deep in the heart of the Vietnam War. Yeah, the fact that this was released, like, literally during the Vietnam War is really a statement. It's really a statement. Because this must have, I don't want to get too political. I don't want to get too political, actually. But this must have helped Americans be more against the Vietnam War. Maybe. I don't know. I think it did, though. Imagine asks listeners to envision a world of peace and unity. It peaked at number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 and remains one of the most well-known and respected songs worldwide. Now I understand what you have to do. Yeah, this is what we have to do to try to change the apathy of young people. Okay, let's keep going. Crippled Inside, track number 2. Yeah. Interesting track name. That's true. Dobro. What is a dobro? piano solo.
Well, now you know that your clock has 9 lives, baby. 9 lives to itself. But you only got one, and the dog's life ain't fun. Mama, take a look outside.
You only got one, and the dog's life.
Judge me by the color of your skin. Can live a lie until you die. One thing you can't hide is when you cripple inside. One thing you can't hide is when you cripple inside. One thing you can't hide is when you cripple inside.
Oh, is this George? Oh no. I thought that was George on guitar on that track, but it's actually George is actually on Gimme Some Truth. Okay. Well, where am I? Sorry about that. I was kind of all over the place there. So I guess what he's kind of saying here is that you can look all pretty and handsome or whatever on the outside and look all good, but one thing you can't hide is when you're crippled inside. So John is homing in on the fact that most people tend to hide many aspects of their lives and personalities behind false, pretentious appearances. On the surface, you can call yourself this and that and say you aren't this and that, but when it really comes down to it, no one can hide those truly real feelings deep down that come from having been crippled metaphorically inside, emotionally and mentally. Crippled inside. Well, now you know that your cat has 9 lives. 9 lives to itself, but you only got one dog, and a dog's life ain't fun. Mama, take a look outside. These lines use animal-themed metaphors. It's possible that this was done in response to Paul McCartney's song 3 Legs from the album Ram. My dog, he got 3 legs, but he can't run. And a dog's life ain't fun. Nah, that's stretching it a bit. That's stretching it a bit. Most flies, they got 3 legs, but mine got 1. Cat has 9 lives, but you only got 1. No, I think that's a stretch. I think How Do You Sleep is kind of more this, I don't know. Anyway. Well, no. Oh, I already read that. I wonder what this meant. You can go to church and sing a hymn. You can judge me by the color of my skin. You can live a lie until you die. This is definitely a very powerful grouping of statements about humans. You can go to church and sing a hymn to try to make yourself think you're okay, or make others think you're okay. You can also pretentiously find reason for bias in the fact that someone is different, whether it be skin, thought, or nationality, etc. You can also live a lie that you may or may not have created until the day you die, and think everything is dandy, but again, you cannot hide those real emotional aspects of human existence. Interesting. Alright, let's keep going. Track number 3, Jealous Guy. And this is the second most popular track on the album, so let's go. Whoa.
I was dreaming of the past.
This sounds amazing. That piano! Oh my god, that piano.
I began to lose control. I began to lose control.
This is a dreamy ass song.
I didn't mean to hurt you. I'm sorry that I made you cry. Oh no, I didn't want to hurt you. I'm just a jealous guy. I was feeling insecure. You might not love me anymore. I was shivering inside. I was shivering inside. Oh, I didn't mean to hurt you. I'm sorry that I made you cry.
Is this to Lennon's old wife?
To hurt you. I'm just a jealous guy.
Or is this to Yoko? I've never heard whistling and strings combined together. And it sounds heavenly.
I didn't mean to hurt you. I'm sorry that I made you cry. Oh no, I didn't want to hurt you. I'm just a jealous guy. I was trying to catch your eye. Thought that you was trying to hide. I was swallowing my pain. I was swallowing my pain. I didn't mean to hurt you. I'm sorry that I made you cry. Oh no, I didn't want to hurt you. I'm just a jealous guy. Watch out, I'm just a jealous guy. Look out, baby, I'm just a jealous guy.
Those strings. The strings were amazing. And the piano. Oh my god, that piano is like so good. And that whistling. Damn. Everything about this track just came together perfectly. I can see why it's the second most popular on the album. I was dreaming of the past and my heart was beating fast. I began to lose control. Paul McCartney states in the February 1985 issue of Playgirl, he, John, used to say everyone is on the McCartney bandwagon. He wrote, I'm just a jealous guy. And he said that the song was about me, so I think it was just some kind of jealousy. This was originally a Beatles song, but didn't make it onto any Beatles album. So Lennon used it on his Imagine album, with the lyrics changed. It has been theorized that the song is about Lennon's relationship with Yoko Onan. Onan? Why did I say Onan? Oh no. Cynthia Lennon and Paul McCartney. I didn't mean to hurt you. I'm sorry that I made you cry. Oh no, I didn't want to hurt you. I'm just a jealous guy. What is that annotation? I was feeling insecure. You might not love me anymore. She's not allowed to communicate with the outside world, outside of me, because it makes me feel insecure. That's a real quote. Oh my god. Yeah, he was very insecure guy. So he's saying that his insecurity. John had a rocky relationship with Yoko Ono. Ono began telephoning and calling at Lennon's home, and when his wife asked for an explanation, he explained that Ono was only trying to obtain money for her avant-garde bullshit. In May 1968, while his wife was on holiday in Greece, Lennon invited Ono to visit. They spent the night recording what would become the Two Virgins album, after which he said they made Love at Dawn. When Lennon's wife returned home, she found Ono wearing her bathrobe and drinking tea with Lennon, who simply said, "Oh, hi." Okay. That is horrible. But that's why he's saying in this chorus, I didn't mean to hurt you. I'm sorry that I made you cry. Oh, now I didn't want to hurt you. I'm just a jealous guy. Yeah, so a lot of people dislike Lennon for this exact reason, and honestly, it's a valid reason to dislike him. Because of what happened between his old wife and Yoko, or whatever. But I don't know. I don't even want to give any more um, opinions on that whole thing. Let's just keep going to track number 4. But yeah, definitely Lennon had definitely had a up and down life. But yeah, track number 4, it's so hard, and maybe that's why we're going to a track called "It's So Hard." Ah.
You gotta live, you gotta love, you gotta be somebody.
interesting vocal effect. What is that? Those strings sound different. Wow. He's like mixing things up. Nice. Every song has been good so far. This song's kind of straightforward. It was kind of bluesy type. Felt kind of bluesy, if that makes sense. A little bit. Like, feels like he got a lot of inspiration from like the 50s and the 60s and yeah. You gotta live, you gotta love, you gotta be somebody, you gotta shove, but it's so hard, it's really hard. Sometimes I feel like going down. Yeah, that just basically describes life in general. Even when it's hard, you still have to keep going. And basically he's saying here that it's so hard to keep going because he's feeling like going down all the time. You know, feels like giving up, but you just have to keep going. And that's just the way life is. You gotta eat, you gotta drink, you gotta feel something, you gotta worry. But when it's good, it's really good. And when I hold you in my arms, baby, sometimes I feel like going down. Really. He's saying, and when I hold you in my arms, baby, sometimes I feel like going down. Because I thought like when he's holding her in his arms, that's when he wouldn't feel like going down. You gotta run, you gotta hide, you gotta keep your woman satisfied. Some people do give up and become homeless, commits. Yeah. That is very true. Or become a burden, like a dependent to their family or friends. This song seems simple on the surface, but it reaches deep down into the core of the system we live in. That's an interesting song. I like that one. Let's keep going. I don't want to be a soldier, mama. And this is the longest track on the album. Let's go. Whoa. Whoa. That sounds funky. Oh, I can hear the Phil Spector on this song.
Don't wanna be a soldier, mama. I don't wanna die. Well, I don't wanna be a sailor, mama. I don't wanna fly. Well, I don't wanna be a baby, mama. I don't wanna cry.
This is so groovy though. I like his vocals on the song.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Don't wanna be a rich man, mama. I don't wanna cry. Well, I don't wanna be a poor man, mama. I don't wanna fly. Well, I don't wanna be a lawyer, mama. I don't wanna die. Don't wanna be a soldier, mama. I don't wanna die. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Hey!
Ooh. That piano is going. That piano is going crazy. It's just, and it's on the left side of the mix.
Don't wanna be a diva, mama. I don't wanna fly. Well, I don't wanna be a churchman, mama. I don't wanna cry. Don't wanna be a soldier, mama. I don't wanna die. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Hey!
I like this part. Nice horns.
Oh well.
Oh, I should have went longer.
Don't wanna be a soldier, mama. I don't wanna die. Well, I don't wanna
gonna let this transition into next track because the lyrics are pretty straightforward. Interesting track. Whoa. That was another good track. Let's keep going.
I'm sick and tired of hearing things from uptight, short-sighted, narrow-minded hypocrites. All I want is the truth. Just give me some truth. I've had enough of reading things by neurotic, psychotic, big-headed politics. All I want is the truth.
That is
Just give me some truth. No short head, yellow belly, son of tricky dick is gonna blow the hover top, so leave it just a
oh shit.
money for dough, money for road.
What is he saying? There's George.
No short head, yellow belly, son of tricky dick is gonna blow the hover top, so me with just a pocket full of soul. Money for dough, money for road. I'm sick to death of seeing things from tight-lipped, condescending mommies that is chauvinists.
Oh my god. He's going out on these guys.
I've had enough of watching scenes with schizophrenic, egocentric, paranoid prima donnas. All I want is the truth now. Just give me some truth.
What?
No short head, yellow belly, son of tricky dick is gonna blow the hover top, so me with just a pocket full of soul. It's money for dough, money for road. I'm sick to death of hearing things from uptight, short-sighted, narrow-minded hypocrites. All I want is the truth now. Just give me some truth now. I've
Facts.
had enough of reading things by neurotic, psychotic, pig-headed politicians. All I want is the truth now.
He's
Just give me some
speaking
truth
so
now.
much facts
All
here.
I want is the truth now.
My god.
Just give me some truth now. All I want is the truth. Just give me some truth. All I want is the truth.
I really like that one. The lyrics in that one are very interesting. He's basically saying he's tired of being preached to by these people that don't know really what they're talking about. I'm sick and tired of hearing things from uptight, short-sighted, narrow-minded hypocrites. Let's face it, that's how this world is. Lennon is tired of hearing a bunch of bullshit from people that have no room to even say it. People that do the same things they preach about not to do, although they do it too. John just wants to live free and do his thing. All I want is truth, just give me the truth. I've had enough of reading things by neurotic, psychotic, big-headed politicians. John is also tired of hearing what all these hard-headed politicians have to say how the world. About how the world, what? John is known for being one of peace and not being so fond of the government, especially during the Vietnam War times. No short-haired, yellow-bellied son of Tricky Dicky. This expressions Lennon's frustration with deceptive politicians. Tricky Dicky was a nickname of the then President of the USA, Richard Nixon. I did not know that. Additionally, to be yellow-bellied is to be cowardly or easily scared. Money for dope, money for rope. He probably talks about having enough money to buy himself dope in order to get high and or rope to hang himself. He is desperate to find an escape from this world filled with insincerity. Gimme Some Truth, one of John's famous polysyllabic songs, is a series of denunciations. Here, however, the shock of recognition is not dramatized. Rather, John knows perfectly well that the truth is and is merely disgusted with all the hypocrites whose business is to obscure it. It contains a brilliant, seething guitar solo by George Harrison. Alright, let's keep going. Track number 7, Oh My Love. Whoa. That is clear. The piano on this album is really standing out to me.
Oh, my love, for the first time in my life, my eyes are wide open. Oh, my lover, for the first time in my life, my eyes can see. I see the wind, oh, I see the trees. Everything is clear in my heart. I see the clouds, oh, I see the sky. Everything is clear in our world. Oh, my love, for the first time in my life, my mind is wide open. Oh, my lover, for the first time in my life,
I really like this.
my mind can feel. I feel sorrow, oh, I feel dreams. Everything is clear in my heart. I feel life, oh, I feel love. Everything is clear in our world.
This piano. Oh! This piano another level. That was really soothing. Whoa, what was that? Okay. Let's read the lyrics for this one. I don't think there's been a single bad track on here so far. I mean, my least favorite would probably be I Don't Want to Be a Soldier, but all the other tracks have been just top notch. Yeah, let's read these lyrics. Oh, my love, for the first time in my life, my eyes are wide open. My eyes can see. When John met Yoko, he felt a new beginning to his life with her. It felt like his eyes were closed all this time until Yoko appears in his life. I guess he wasn't truly... Dang. I mean, like, saying stuff... I feel like this isn't my place to say stuff about, you know, other people's relationships. Like, especially when I don't know them at all. It feels like it's wrong for me to even say anything at all. But here's my theory. For me, it sounds like Lennon never truly loved Cynthia. And I mean, this, maybe he did, but from these lines here, he's saying for the first time in his life. And if this song is about Yoko, which it could, it probably is about Yoko. I mean, we don't know for sure, but probably is. If he's saying for the first time his eyes are wide open and he can see, and he feels like he couldn't see before, then it's like, it's just sad. It's kind of sad, but that's my theory. I mean, my theory is that he never truly loved Cynthia, but he did truly love Yoko. It's sad. I mean, and this is just my theory, so I just want to, I keep saying that, but yeah, let's keep going. I see the wind, oh, I see the trees, everything is clear in my heart. I see the clouds, oh, I see the sky, everything is clear in our world. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Like, I could be totally wrong. But, yeah. That's my theory. Yeah. Let's keep going. By the way, I know this next track is like... Apparently this next track is like a diss track against Paul McCartney. I think. I don't know. That's what I heard from someone on my RAM reaction. Because I know that on RAM, some people think that the lyrics can be interpreted as shots at Lennon. So I think this song is seen as a response at Paul McCartney's shots that he sent too many people on. I'm talking too fast. On Paul McCartney's song Too Many People, he sent shots apparently at McCartney. Okay, let's go. Track number 8, How Do You Sleep? Interesting. String section. Sergeant Pepper.
You better see right through that mother's eye. Those freaks was right when they said you was there.
That's pretty.
The one mistake you made was in your head.
Damn. He's being pretty brutal. Ooh.
How do you sleep?
Damn.
How do you sleep at night? You live with straights who tell you you was king. Jump when your mama tell you anything.
Damn, his vocals though.
The only thing you done was yesterday.
Ooh.
And since you've gone, you're
Oh
just
shit.
another day.
Jesus.
How do you sleep?
Good strings again.
How do you sleep at night?
Nice guitar.
How do you sleep? How do you sleep at night? A pretty face may last a year or two, but pretty soon we'll see what you can do. The sound you make is music to my ear. You must have learned something
Music.
all those years. How do you sleep? How do you sleep at night?
interesting. Okay, let's go through the lyrics because there's a lot to go through here. I mean, some of those lines were kind of brutal. Kind of brutal. So, Sergeant Pepper took you by surprise. John Lennon is calling Paul McCartney out on his humble bragging. The opening line, as well as the intro to the song, references the classic Beatles album, Sgt. Pepper's, which was largely Paul's idea, and according to a 1971 interview with John, Paul did the thing for his album, the big timer auditioning directors. Essentially, Paul knew his album was going to do well, but feigned modesty when the album surprisingly received critical acclaim. John may also be addressing the differences between their album producing styles. On Lennon albums like the White Album, each Beatle was free to do as they pleased, but when Paul made an album, everything had to be done as a group on Paul's schedule without much notice, meaning John would have to scramble to write 20 good songs by the deadline. 20. Damn. Yet John's songs surprisingly also received critical acclaim, in spite of the fact that John scrambled to create them. John is sending Paul a reminder about who the real genius is. Okay, that's a lot of reading. Let's keep going. You better see right through that mother's eyes. John believes that Paul pretends things are okay even when he hates you. If he is willing to lie and say Sgt. Pepper was surprisingly successful, why is John mad about Paul saying he was surprised that Sgt. Pepper was successful? I don't know, that seems kind of a bit weird of a thing to get mad over. He is likely to publicly critique John, so he says they are cool, but if you could get in Paul's head, you would know the extent to which he loathes John. The feeling is mutual. John calls Paul a mother, short for motherfucker. Oh my god, really? That's what that means? Those freaks was right when they said you were dead. The Paul is dead theory. The one mistake you made was in your head. A reference to Too Many People of McCartney's album Ram, which features the lines, "That was your first mistake," and "That was your last mistake," which are both directed at Lennon. How do you sleep? How do you sleep at night? So, Lennon is saying that Paul did something so bad that he wonders how he even sleeps at night? Because how does he live with the guilt of what he did, maybe? The Lennon-McCartney dispute started after the Beatles' manager Brian Epstein died in 1967, and Paul McCartney wanted his impending brother-in-law to become the new manager, while other Beatles wanted Rolling Stones manager Alan Klein. Okay, let's skip forward a bit. Wait, you live with straights who tell you you was king. Jump when your mama tell you anything. Calling McCartney a mother's boy is slightly hypocritical on Lennon's part. Like McCartney, he lost his mother as a teenager, but unlike McCartney, the death of his mother was a major cause of insecurity for Lennon, until he found love with Yoko Ono. See Julia and Mother for examples of Lennon's mother's issues. Okay, let's keep going. The only thing you done was yesterday, which is which is also a reference to McCartney's song Yesterday, which also means he's also saying the only thing that he's accomplished in life is going through yesterday. That's so mean. And then and then he references another day. Oh my god, that's enough for this song. I've spent too long on that. Let's keep going. That is a brutal track. Wow. Okay, so we have another track here that starts with how. So we get How Do You Sleep, and then we get How. That's interesting. Let's go. Track number 9 out of 10.
How can I go forward when I don't know which way I'm facing?
Ooh.
How can I go forward when I don't know which way to turn? How can I go forward into something I'm not sure of? Oh no.
This one is different.
Oh no. How can I have feeling when I don't know if it's a feeling?
I really like these piano and string
How can I
combination.
feel something if I just don't know how to feel?
And his vocals. Man. These lyrics too.
How can I have feelings when my feelings have always been denied? Oh no. Oh no.
Damn.
You know life can be long, and you've got to be so strong, and the world is so tough.
This is an underrated one.
Love when I don't know what it is I'm giving.
Dude, this one is amazing.
How can I give love when I just don't know how to give? How can I give love when love is something I ain't never
That may end up becoming my favorite track. Okay. Let's keep going. To the final track. Oh Yoko. I don't know why I said that so weirdly. Last track.
In the middle of the night, in the middle of the night, I call your name. Oh, Yoko. Oh, Yoko.
Nice vocals.
My love will turn you on. In the middle of a bath, in the middle of a bath, I call your name. Oh, Yoko. Oh, Yoko. My love will turn you on. Our love will turn you on. In the middle of a shave, in the middle of a shave, I call your name. Oh, Yoko. Oh, Yoko. My love will turn you on. In the middle of a dream, in the middle of a dream, I call your name. Oh, Yoko. Oh, Yoko. My love will turn you on.
Harmonica. Let's go. Nice little song. Ooh.
In the middle of a cloud, in the middle of a cloud, I call your name. Oh, Yoko. Oh, Yoko.
Middle of a cloud.
My love will turn you on. Oh, Yoko. Oh, Yoko.
It's over. It is over. Nice album. Nice album. I really liked the vibe of that album. It felt very, John Lennon Felt very John Lennon, and I think he was able to get a lot of what he wanted to get it across on this album with these messages and lyrics. I think this is definitely going to require a lot more listens, but I think I got a lot of the messages um, that he was trying to go for throughout. It was not entire like it wasn't too political, to be honest, of an album. But like he said, it was he kind of sprinkles it a little bit here and there throughout. I thought that the piano was the biggest standout to me, actually, which is interesting. I didn't know that Lennon was so good. If that was Lennon, I mean, I'm guessing not all of the piano was Lennon. Um, oh wait, it says right here. Uh, the song was written about his wife and features Nicky Hopkins on piano. Okay, well that answered my question. And co-producer Phil Spector on harmony vocal. Wait, Phil Spector can sing? Wait, that was him singing or that was him producing? Lennon plays harmonica for the first time since Rocky Raccoon, and it would be the last time he used the instrument in a release recording. No! Why? Last time. I mean, harmonicas. The harmonica just gives off such a good feeling, you know? Um, Such a feel good type of instrument. Um, but yeah, that's gonna conclude it. I really liked. I just wanted to mention one more thing. I really liked the way he combined the piano together with the strings in this album and the string arrangements. I thought that was done masterfully. Um, so yeah, that's gonna conclude it. Favorite tracks. It's like I said. I always say this in every reaction, but it's hard to name my favorites right off the first listen. But I do it anyway for some reason. Um, like this definitely could change a lot on future listens, but on the first listen, my favorites were Imagine, Jealous Guy, Oh My Love, How Do You Sleep, and How. If I had to if I had to limit it to three, I would probably go Imagine, Jealous Guy, and How. But yeah, How was definitely an underrated one. I mean, I don't know if it's underrated, but it didn't have as many views as, or I don't know how many streams it has. It has, yeah, it only has I say only has 9 million, but the rest of the album has around 15 to 30 million per track. Leave a like and a sub if you enjoyed this reaction. I appreciate all the support recently. We are almost at 800 subscribers, which is nice. And yeah, I'm just gonna continue reacting to more albums because this seems to be the, you know, it I do I'm the most comfortable doing these album reactions now because I've seemed to have gotten a good format for what I want in these videos, and the videos continue to do well, but I still want to try to somehow be able to react to some live performances. I'm gonna have to try something out again, maybe do a test and see how I can do that. But yeah, for now, I'm just gonna continue listening to studio albums. Um, but yeah, I have a Discord if anyone wants to join. The link will be in the description, and that's gonna conclude it for the video. Thanks for watching, and oh shit, I actually have one more thing I forgot to mention. Um, I'm going to be listening to another Beatles album within the next, I'd say, next month. Um, Maybe within a couple weeks. Gonna be listening to the next Beatles album, and I did a poll, and interestingly enough, I asked which should I listen to first, Let It Be or Abbey Road, and surprisingly, Abbey Road won. I thought Let It Be would win because I've heard that Abbey Road feels more of like a um, ending album, more like a farewell. But I mean, I don't know what to do now because personally, I kind of wanted to do Let It Be first and then end it with Abbey Road. But since I've done the poll and a majority of people chose for me to go with Abbey Road first, I don't know what to do now. So let me know. I usually like listening to order discographies in order, but it's hard to tell with Abbey Road and Let It Be because one was recorded. Abbey Road was recorded after Let It Be, but it was released before Let It Be. So, you know, I don't know what to do there. So let me know in the comments if you have any suggestions of what I should do with that. And yeah, peace out, everyone.